YouTubers, welcome back to Bikini Nation. Thank you so much for tuning in. I just want to say I hope you're all staying safe and well out there. And if you're enjoying the content, please hit like, hit subscribe. It would really mean the world to me. And if you have any recommendations on any specific content that you'd like to see, hit me up on Instagram or down in the comments below. Today we're going to kick off with our first story, Lauralie Chapados. Herself and Team Atlas recently advised that Lauralie will be downsizing for the upcoming shows, and they were going to do a physique reveal before her next show. And guess what today is, guys? The day before her next show, but an unexpected show. I guess we were all expecting her next one to be the Arnold Classic, because that was the next big one. But Lauralie is actually competing at the Powerhouse Classic this weekend. And James from Team Atlas has notified that this is to test out her new physique before the biggest shows, the Arnold and the Olympia, and to test out her downsized physique and see how she places, what they think of it. The reason why they have targeted this show is that one of the head judges was a head judge at the Chicago Pro, and Lauralie won the Chicago Pro. She was very muscular, she was looking jacked, she was looking absolutely incredible. She took it out, but as we know, didn't place as well at the Tampa Pro. So I'm guessing they're going back to this judge to get her thoughts before the upcoming Arnold Classic and Olympia. So we have been waiting for this big reveal, the downsized Lauralie, and we have it. We have the downsized Lauralie. We got the training video up there. We also have this incredible video right there on the screen of the downsized Lauralie where she is looking crazy conditioned. And I'm loving it. Like, she is looking so good. Don't get me wrong, Lauralie always looks amazing. I think anyone could say that. But I'm a big fan of this physique. I'm a big fan of the downsized Lauralie. And to be honest, I'm kind of happy that she was provided that feedback so we get to see this. This might be my favorite ever Lauralie. So I can't wait to see what the stage pics look like from the weekend, and then what she brings into the Arnold Classic and the Olympia. Watch this space. I hope at home you're just as excited as I am. In saying this, going into the Powerhouse Classic, she is easily the favorite. It's pretty much a shoo-in. So it sounds like a pretty smart move to me, going into this show, getting the feedback, and then making any adjustments that are required before going into the big shows of the Arnold Classic and the Olympia, getting the physique just right. Guys, let me know what you think at home. What do you think of the downsized Lauralie, and how do you think this will translate on the stage at the Arnold and the Olympia? Speaking of Olympia, let's now take a look at Yurishna. Look at her. She is just on another level. If you haven't heard of her name, if you haven't heard of Yurishna's name, you're seriously been living under a rock, because she is huge. She is not even on the IFBB stage and wellness, just in social media on general. If you go on her page and scroll through her photos, and if you see on the screen here, hover over people that are commenting on her photos, they all have millions of followers. Like, they're all big names. So everyone, it just goes to show who she is, what people think of her, her physique. It's obviously crazy, insane, amazing. I can't stop looking, so I don't blame everyone else who can't stop looking either and commenting. Her proportions are just insane, and she gives the wellness category such a good name. Speaking of wellness, I am a huge fan. Don't get me wrong, I don't know anything about it. Like, I know next to nothing, but I love it. I can't stop looking at it. I can't stop looking at the competitors. I wish I had more time to look more, because it is so good. Their proportions are out of this world. They're crazy. They have the wheels on them. They're like the next level. I am so happy that this category got introduced. To be honest, it feels like some competitors have been unshackled. In bikini, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love it, but there is a limit to the amount of muscle that you can put on. There is a limit to how far you can go on your glute mass, in particular on your hamstrings and your quads. But in this one, you can keep going. You can keep going and it looks awesome, but you still have to maintain that aesthetic look. You still have to have that little waist. You still have to have the taper and the X frame, but it works. It really, really works. I honestly see the heights of wellness mirroring what happened in men's classic physique. Who do you think is the biggest name in men's bodybuilding? Most likely you're going to say Chris Bumstead. And guess what? He is in classic physique. He isn't in open bodybuilding. He isn't in 212. So I really feel like similar things are going to happen here. Either way, I am a huge fan of wellness and I am here for the ride. I don't know much about it. I know a little bit about Yurishna, but I don't really know anyone else. So if you have any tips on anyone else to follow or any ideas, just hit me up in the comments below. Let me know. I'd really appreciate it because I am a huge fan. Let's switch things up a bit and go back to bikini. Let's go back and chat about this girl on the screen, Jess Johnson. She is an IFBB bikini pro and she is an Aussie. She is an Australian, so it's quite dear to me and she is a great competitor. So she only turned pro not that long ago, but she has a killer physique. At the moment, most of Australia is in lockdown due to COVID-19, so it really restricts any shows. There's no shows on in Australia right now. It's hard to even leave the country, so that means no more shows, for Jess this year. It will be in 2022 when she will compete again. But look, I don't think she is too sad. I think she's copping it on the chin. She's going away. She's working harder. She's building her physique and she's going to come back bigger and better. And she's going to take everyone by storm in 2022. Guys, I just want to highlight to you how big of a raps I have on this girl. She has a great physique, a killer physique, but she also has a great personality. So she has so much to offer. And if you don't already know her name, trust me, you will soon. You will. She is incredible and she is going to light up the stage, not just in Australia, but on the international stage. So remember the name Jess Johnson. Check out this preview of a photo shoot that Jess recently did. She is looking incredible and I cannot wait to see the finished photos. This is on her Instagram and I would really recommend going over to her Instagram and giving her a follow if you aren't already. Highly recommend it. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in today. I really appreciate it. Please remember to hit like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. That's all from Bikini Nation today. Good morning or good night, wherever you are in the world.